Hi everyone, my name is Chris and I'm the founder of Gamercycle, the patent-pending exercise bike that allows you to play your favorite video games while you passively burn up to 700 calories per hour. This proof of concept video series shows that Gamercycle is a powerful fat-busting machine. On September 20th, 2024, I began my 90-day Gamercycle challenge, and the challenge was simple. All I had to do was ride my Gamercycle prototype whenever I played video games. Well, over those 3 months, I played my favorite video game, PUBG, an hour and a half per day, and I lost 21 pounds. And I had a blast doing it because I was playing more PUBG than I ever played in my entire life. Gamercycle has come a long way since I filmed this cheap video series in my basement, so go to gamercycle.com and get your Gamercycle today. Somebody right on top of me. Could be a short game here. Somebody else off to my right. All of sight. Take a moment to loot here. Didn't hear that person after I heard those steps. Great loot at this location. I don't normally drop here, but that's gonna change. I think I'll keep the SMG just for now, but I think I'll ditch it before I start running to the zone. Level 3 bag already. Just happened over to my left. Sounded like a bot type of shot, so I'm not too concerned about it, although I probably should be based on how many bots have killed me lately. So today is 29th of September 2024, and today is day 10 of my 90-day Gamercycle experiment. We're going to be riding my Gamercycle 4.0 prototype as many times as possible in 90 days. While I play my favorite video game, PUBG. And the proof and the point of this video is to show that you can exercise while playing your favorite video games on console devices while you exercise. So far it's been an amazing experiment. I've had some good days gaming, some bad days gaming. I'm not an exceptional gamer, as I've pointed out many times now. But the point here is just to show that it's possible. A whole lot of bullets there. See if I can catch those people. That almost bit me in the ass.
Whew, that was close.
Grenade also went off over here, so there's somebody else. Clearly a bot. Really sort of snuck up on me though. So I'm not even into zone 2 yet, and as you can see, I've already done 157 calories. It'd take me a bit of time to get into this game, but that's totally fine when you're on a gamer cycle. On average, since I started the experiment, I've been riding an hour and a half a day, every day, for 10 consecutive days. I'm down about 5 pounds. On average, I burn about 800 calories. Just waiting for me with a shotgun, eh? Yikes. Not a good spot. Bad spot here in between a bunch of people. And now I'm in zone, so I'm just gonna pull out of this. Not sure if those were bots or not, but that first one with the SMG just totally filled me in. So I'm just gonna get moving. Sometimes it's better to fight another day. See anybody so far? So as I was saying, on average I'm playing an hour and a half a day for 10 consecutive days. So far 9 days actually. Today's my 10th day. I've done a total of, so on average I'm burning 800 calories for a total of 7,400 plus calories. I've ridden 185 miles. There's 297 kilometers. And I've also got 9 wins to boot. With 140 kills. Most of them are bots. Okay, a long way to go. Ouch. Somebody's shooting at me with an SLR, it sounds like. Car coming in. It's almost there. Somebody else is shooting at that guy. Bad place for him to stop. I feel like somebody was shooting at me from this side, though. Oh. A bunch of people lining me up here. That had to have hurt him. Don't like my position here, even though I'm gonna have to move. I'm in a sort of triangle. And somebody was shooting at me from the left side, so... Yep. All right, game 2. As you can see, I'm already at 325 calories, and I've only played one game. Had a bit of an early exit there. In hindsight, I probably should use a smoke grenade to keep my backside a bit safer. I knew I was being surrounded, but made a bad call. But that was my first game. So give me some slack. I did sort of unintentionally jump a little bit further off the flight path than what I was thinking, and nobody landed with me, so I'm going to try to loop fast and move. I'm going to try the SLR again. I haven't used it in a little while. As you can see, I haven't really been paying attention to my exercise and already at 372 calories just by keeping my legs moving. Really easy to learn how to do it. And the amazing thing about Gamer Cycle is that you'll naturally just be exercising what they call Zone 2. So Zone 2 is just long duration, super boring, steady state cardiovascular work that would normally put you to sleep, but when you're doing it on a Gamer Cycle, it's a lot of fun. Grenade over that way. Let me get up to this hill and turn around, see if I see anybody. And the great thing about Zone 2 is when you're in Zone 2, you're burning the majority of your calories from fat. Zone 2 cardio has been shown to do a lot of amazing things. increasing your base fitness, increasing your mitochondrial health, so the health of your cells, and then it can reduce chances that you'll develop diabetes, cardiovascular disease, a lot of great things. Don't see anybody. I am in zone. Might just stay here for a few seconds. Someone will be coming around these mountains sooner or later. So, Court Graphic is over that way. Could have been who I heard earlier. Okay, don't see anybody. Zone is coming in. I'm actually just going to hang out on the edge of the zone. 400 calories on this Sunday morning. So when you're in zone 2, you're working at about 60 to 70% of your maximum heart rate. So I'm 47. My heart rate's 172 beats per minute. I want to be between 105 and 120 beats per minute, I'd say. So you don't have to work hard. That's the important thing here. People think of exercise, they think of the commercials, they think of people flipping tires, using those battle ropes, sweating, screaming at the camera, fighting with themselves to get up and do it every day. You don't have to fight anymore. You just have to want to play your video games. And you'll be exercising every single day. And the motivation never stops. As soon as you get bored of a game, you flip over to the next game. If you like RPGs, there are always new RPGs coming out. And I'll tell you, it feels so much more immersive when your body's actually moving too. It really is a neat feeling. Somebody's shooting over this way. Again, just to emphasize that you don't have to exercise crazy hard to burn a lot of calories and start seeing results. You don't. I've actually been reading lately that studies are showing that peak fat utilization while you're exercising is happening at even lower amounts of exercise than we previously thought, as low as 1.5 watts per kilo. Right now you can see I'm at 150 watts without even trying, and that's way too high for me based on that. Based on the 1.5 watts. For me, 1.5 watts is about For me, 1.5 watts per kilo is about 120 watts, and right now I'm at 150 watts. So this isn't looking good. I stay on my bike, which is another bad decision. Did see shots were coming from over there. Driving a bit drunk. But nobody took me on. There is somebody over to my right that was shooting a second ago. Thought maybe he was camping the bridge. Might start taking some shots at me. And the idea of Zone 2 is how I sort of built Gamer Cycle. I was listening to Dr. Peter Attia's podcast, and he's been a big proponent of Zone 2 cardio work. And just thinking, you know, how do I live longer? And Zone 2 cardio seems to be a really important part of that, as well as being in a caloric deficit, as well as constant exercise. I started thinking, how do I do that in a way that's enjoyable? And Gamer Cycle was born. Hearing a lot of action, but not seeing anybody so far. Don't see where that crate landed. Hearing shots. Oh, landing over the river, which looks out of zone. That's nothing. That is a car. Interesting placement for that crate there. Oh, stupid me, I ran to the wrong side of the bridge. Or maybe the circle just shifted completely to the opposite way. But now I have to get back across that bridge. Okay. It's a challenging thing of talking about something completely unrelated like exercise while you're playing video games, is that you sort of lose track of what you're doing. Like, I really respect the people who can do that. The streamers, the good streamers, who are unbelievable players, and they're able to talk and sort of carry on conversations. That just blows me away. Gonna opt for this. It's pretty crazy. I have not seen a single player of this game yet. Can I just hang out at this bridge, see if I can catch somebody off guard while they're coming across? Some bullets there if I ever get any shots off this game. This would be fun if it worked. Don't think anybody has seen me. Or even knows I'm playing. Back to the zone 2. You know you're in zone 2 when you're exercising and you're a bit out of breath, but you're not feeling any burning in your legs. You should be able to carry on a conversation. There's comes somebody. The last call for today. I mean, as you can see, I'm already at 600 calories. I've already exercised for an hour. Had a bit of a heart-to-heart with myself over the break. And I think this is the last day I'm going to play PUBG for a bit. Starting to get pretty frustrated with my lack of results. That's some embarrassing gameplay. They're behind me off to my right here. Behind me now. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for PUBG. I've really struggled lately since coming back. I was playing definitely better before I left. I'm about to change the way the player base works as well, which probably doesn't mean good things for me, realistically. And I've been sort of itching to play a sort of RPG type game. I was thinking of Hogwarts. It looks pretty good. Looks like I could spend a lot of time in those worlds, and that's kind of what I'm looking for right now. This is very game-based. When you get sent back to the lobby, you have a lot of time off to think about how bad you are at this game. So I'm thinking it'd be nice if I found some sort of long-range weapon on this. So I think it's time to just to change it up a little bit. That's the great thing about Game Recycle, of course, is that you always have new motivation to play as new titles are released or as you get better at the games that you like to play. You know, the toughest part of exercise for me, it's always just been finding the time and finding the motivation. And those are massive, massive hurdles to account for. It's often said that the heaviest weight at the gym is the front door, and that's absolutely true. So now I'm going to start looking for some new motivation. Now that my Xbox is sitting on my gamer cycle, I never have a hard time finding the inspiration to exercise. Did hit that guy. Did look like a real player. There he is. Bad move. He's got an SLR. Chose to disengage. Probably good for me. Nice if I found something a little better at range. Steps off to my right. Try to catch me. So I don't have a lean left on my configuration, in case anybody's wondering why I never do that. I just find there's just too much. If you're trying to lean left, a lot of times there's just too much of you hanging out. So I just try to avoid it. Just try to avoid it at all costs. There is that SLR, not SLR, pardon me. The DMR I was thinking about. I am sort of inching my way in towards that little structure that guy was in, which is over there. Don't see him there. He's probably smart enough to have moved by now. he has zone on me, so again, PUBG is just amazing for this sort of thing. The challenge is it is just such a hard game, and it's very all or nothing. You know, you can spend 10 minutes finding your loot and everything, and then when you die, you start all over again. So it's a frustrating game like that. I've been playing this game for a while, and I've quit it a bunch of times. I think now is another one of those times where just had enough losing. We'll just take a little bit more time to despite the losing, I've already exercised an hour and 10 minutes, 670 calories. I'm feeling pretty good about it. It's early on a Sunday morning. Smokes might come in handy. Early on a Sunday morning. Haven't even had breakfast yet. I already have like one of the hardest things to do every day out of the way before I even eat breakfast. Somebody way over there. Again, and gaming puts you into that flow state, and that's really important. So there's nothing worse than exercising and focusing on the exercise, focusing on the pain, focusing on how tired you are. Nothing worse than that. With GamerCycle, you don't ever have to think about that because you're too busy gaming. So I'm in zone. Got a lot of rock cover to work with. Don't have a lot of height. Somebody's coming up behind me. I think there's two people behind me now. You can kill this guy with the C4. Pretty cool if you did. Never killed anybody. Hey!
Yes!
Sticky bomb. That's my first sticky bomb kill. Even though it was a bot, still pretty funny. Could use a few more bullets. This guy had his own. This guy has an SLR as well. $700 calories. Turning a bad day of PUBG into a great day of exercise. Oh, I don't need smoke grenades because I already have that smoke launcher. So I've said a few times in some of the recent videos, even your worst day gaming is still better than the best day exercising, so might as well combine the two. Haven't figured out a way how to say that as best I can, but and try to get a bit of height. Height isn't always the best thing, but it does help. Sometimes it just means everybody can see where you are. Well, that basically sums up my day.